I'm gonna say something about that because the Most High, he really put the spirit on Esau, which was the basis of men, to develop these weapons. Okay, you got these fighter jets out there. These things are serious, bro.
Yeah. They got the wisest people, people that get aeronautical degrees. NASA works with them. All this shit is like the top Edomites working on these like brother's saying, these vehicles, man. These chariots, or not? They're chariots.
They're chariots, right?
The Black Hawk helicopters. Yep. Okay, all that shit is high tech, man, compared to the rest of the things in this world. But it's nothing compared to what the Lord is coming with, man.
Bro, the chariots that Esau got out there, hey man, it's some shit. And the thing is, Esau got shit out there that is not even public right now. So when you see the actual war and have it take place, that brother's about to read, you're gonna see some different shit that you never seen that Esau actually has on deck. Okay? But the beautiful thing about it is that no matter what Esau has on deck, he's not gonna be able to lay a finger on the chariots of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Go ahead.
Verse 7 again. And there was war in heaven, Michael and his angels.
And that's not talking about Satan came up against the Most High and there was a war in heaven. They had the demons versus the angels. No, that's talking about in these heavens that you see up here, man. The sky, the firmament, the atmosphere, man.
The first heaven.
Yeah, exactly. The first heaven.
Yeah, come on, first heaven.
And his angels fought against the dragon.
And the dragon's talking about the so-called white man system, EU, NATO, America, all right? All their militaries, man. They're going to all come together when the Lord returns and try to fight them. That's why they got the Space Force that we're talking about. All right? And America's not the only one. You know Russia got their same shit. That's why they're... You got Russia.
Well, that's why they call it the International Space Station.
Exactly. ISS. ISIS. You got Russia, America, and China. They got a couple groups up there.
Yeah, China just landed something on the moon the other day.
Yeah. They're always been Confederate.
Supposedly
Well, yeah, they probably sent a little rock, a little
probe,
probe on the other side of the moon.
So they say, who knows, bro? But
who cares?
We'll find out about that shit later.
Like, we're gonna visit the moon.
We'll be all up in it.
Yeah, but you got these heathens because these heathens are confederate with one another. Because if they were confederate to take out the name of Israel, of course they're going to be confederate when the Lord returns. Right? Because they're contrary to the Lord. But the main character is Esau, man.
Yep, top notch.
Yep.
Yeah, big boy.
So that's the main one that's going to be leading the charge against the Heavenly Father. All right, when the one you call God and Jesus Christ, that's not their true names, when they return, all right, all the militaries of the world is going to try to fight against them. That's what the Bible's saying. Go ahead.
And prevailed not. Neither was their place found any more in heaven.
That's right. So they're not going to prevail. All right. It's going to be a landslide victory.
God,
all right. Their place is not going to be found in heaven. They're not going to be ruling anymore. All right. Yeah. They're not going to be ruling anymore. They're not going to be, international space stations and space junk and this and that. Nah. All of that's going to be destroyed and brought down. All right. Go ahead.
And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceived the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him.
That's talking about the so-called white man, man.
That's right.
All right? It's talking about the so-called white man right there. And read that one more time.
And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent, going back to Genesis, called the devil.
Devil, the deceiver. Okay, go ahead.
And Satan,
the adversary,
which deceiveth the whole world.
Right. That goes into not just the Israelites, but the whole world, all the nations of the world. Esau deceived everybody. Okay? So this man is going to be brought down by the chariots of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. He's going to actually try to fight Yahweh Shem Yahushua. He's going to actually try to fight the Lord when he comes back, Yahushua. But he's going to lose miserably. It's going to be a landslide victory like the brother just said. Okay? The devil, Satan, okay? We're talking about Satan's physical counterpart on the earth. Just like the Most High has a physical counterpart on the earth, which is the Israelites, who are the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Satan has a physical counterpart as well, which is the Edomites, the so-called white man. Okay, and this man actually rules the earth right now. He has complete dominion over the earth, and he's going to use his crap.
Job 9 and 24.
Yeah, it's Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. All right, so he's going to use his sword, his weapons, his fighter jets, okay, his nuclear missiles, his conventional missiles, all the weapons he got to try to fight against the Yahweh Shai when he comes back in the hosts of heaven. It's the second Andrew chapter 13. It's the
2 Ezra chapter 13, verse 8. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they
And it goes
which
all the
were
way down like
gathered together to subdue. To do him was so afraid and this is 2 Ezra chapter 13, verse 8. And after I beheld, and lo, all the they which were gathered together This is 2 Ezra chapter 13, verse 8. And after the day I beheld, and lo, all they that which were gathered together to subdue him.
So those that were gathered together to subdue them is what the brother just read in Revelation. The ones that are going to come up against the Lord to fight him, they're going to be gathered together to subdue. What happens when you subdue somebody? You overtake them, you conquer them. So that's what these nations are going to try to do. That's why they're trying to prepare for when the Lord returns. Go ahead.
No,
We're so afraid.
So they're going to be so afraid. They're going to be shitting their pants. These mighty men, the military guys, the ones in the fighter pilots, all right, all the sergeants, captains, whatever.
He's reading now.
They're all going to be shitting their pants. They're all going to be shitting their pants when the Lord returns, man. Even though they went through this drill and that drill, this camp and that camp, they're still going to be shitting their pants. Right?
And yet durst fight.
And yet durst fight. So even though they're going to be scared as hell, knowing that there ain't no way we're going to beat this, they're still going to fight because the Lord's going to put the spirit on them to fight, man. Because the Lord, and we said it a couple weeks back, man, the Lord is cinematic, man.
Yeah, sure.
The Lord likes the showdown. He likes to put on a show, and he's going to put on a great show when he returns.
No, this is more stuff. Yeah, read more of that.
And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand nor held sword, nor any instrument of war.
So Yahweh, he's not even going to have to lift a finger. Right? When you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, when he returns, he's not going to have to lift a finger. And he's still going to destroy all your militaries.
That's right.
Like Russia, America, China, Iran, everybody's going to get subdued by the Lord. And he's not even going to have to blink an eye like Thanos in the movie Avengers.
Hell yeah.
All he had to do was snap his finger. The Lord he can just think it and it's going to happen, man. That was an overstatement. He don't have to snap his finger. He don't got to do nothing.
Think it.
Go ahead.
Verse 10. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire.
So the Lord is going to be shooting laser beams at your ass, man.
Yep.
He's going to be destroying them jets, the chariots of Esau with laser beams, man.
Like it's nothing too. Is the crazy thing about it is that the technology that Esau has right now is nothing compared to the spiritual technologies that Yahweh Shem Yahushua has. So when you see these, because right now when you see a so-called UFO in the sky, it looks like a little dot, a little point in the sky. But when them shits come down and they show themselves in their true glory, there's nothing that Esau's gonna be able to do. And Esau actually knows what's up there. Esau sees that shit out there with his satellites. He knows what's up there and he tries to keep that shit on the wraps. There ain't nothing that man could do against that. All right? As much as you think Esau has this technology on lock, when Yahweh Shai comes and sends the host of heaven, when Yahweh Shai comes with the host of heaven, there's nothing that Esau's gonna be able to do. It's gonna be a landslide victory. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a landslide.
And if a brother want to hold Zechariah chapter 5, hold that on that. Go ahead.
And out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests.
That's right, man. And there's an account where King David, he's seen this, man. He was actually carried up into a chariot. He saw the laser beams. I think it's Psalms 18. This actually happened before, and it's gonna happen again. These a good movie to watch is what's that? Worlds, where the aliens, so-called aliens, were shooting laser beams at the people, zapping them to powder. All right, destroying buildings. That's how the Lord's gonna return, man, with wrath. Man, well, Zechariah is gonna say it, but keep going.
And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest.
So all that was mixed together, and that's that concentrated energy, which is what they call laser beams, man.
Straight destruction.
Concentrated energy, man.
What Esau
Fire.
is now trying to perfect.
And they not perfected it, but they got the technology. Because you can buy military grade lasers, and that shit'll pop a balloon, man. That shit'll go 2, 3, 4, 5 miles, man.
Yeah, like in science classes, and you go to a certain science lab or lab or whatever, they got that shit in there. And they be, like you said, pop balloons and stuff like that, or burn a hole through a wooden plate.
You can go blind. You look at that shit.
They already been testing on these Navy warships. They'll send off a little a dummy boat, and they'll zap it with laser in it, blow that bitch to bits.
Shit explodes, man.
So Esau has to say, man, matter of fact, during the Panama Deception, when Esau went over there and raided the people of Panama on Christmas Eve, all right, there was accounts and testimonies of people that were there, all right, in that documentary where there was cars that were cut in half, man.
Yeah.
So Esau's had this technology, man.
And that's
He's
what
just
that
not
new
coming
weapon
out with
is.
it.
Yep, early 90s. Yeah, that shit.
And see, but the Lord, He's been had this technology, man. Going back to Moses when he sent down them beams to separate Pharaoh and his armies against Israel.
Hey, how do you think he wrote the 10 Commandments
Yeah,
on the stone?
I was just thinking that.
Laser technology, man. That's all this technology is old technology, man. The Heavenly Father established all this, man. But Esau's using it on the left hand side. It's all in wickedness.
Yep. He needs motherboards and frame.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Circuit boards.
Circuit boards and shit. Yeah,
He gotta have a method, because that's the problem with the laser beam. He gotta have a method to contain it.
Yeah.
Like they show.
Concentrated to
Yeah,
bring it
exactly.
to a
Like
point.
they show what's Star Wars, the lightsaber. Esau wish he
Death
could do
Star.
that, man. That's because that's a laser.
That's a
but
laser.
there gotta be something at the end to stop it. If you know what I'm saying. Esau can't do it though.
Yeah, stop it at 3 feet or whatever.
Yeah, he's gonna be able to do that. Best believe.
With the power of our minds.
Yeah, through the power of your how about Shemel Shai.
Yeah, that's what it ultimately, absolutely.
Yeah, we're reading about it.
Yes, we are.
Good.
And fell with violence upon the multitude and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight.
That's right. So them laser beams fell upon the multitude with violence, man. It burned them up. They were disappearing, disintegrating. It fell with violence upon them that were ready to fight the Lord, man. Go ahead.
And burned them up, every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude, no thing was to be perceived.
That's right, man.
But only dust.
That's right, man. They said nothing but dust, man. Yeah, like I remember we did a video on that. Man, nothing. Oh, that innumerable number that came up to fight against the Lord. Nothing. You ain't gonna be able to see nothing but dust. It's gonna be a cloud of dust because the laser beams is gonna be zapping them, man.
And then that fear's gonna fall on you when you realize that dust you're inhaling is people.
Yeah.
It's gonna have that weird smell to it. Like, wait a minute. Yeah.
Smell of smoke.
And smell of smoke. Dust and smell of smoke, man. You ever heard somebody get a burnt body or burnt hair? You smell that, you're like, ugh. That's what you're gonna be smelling, all right? Smell of smoke. Go ahead.
When I saw this, I was afraid.
So Ezra was afraid when he saw this, man. So how much more the people that are gonna partake in it? The people that are gonna be burned up.
Well, it says that the military men are gonna be afraid, but they're gonna still fight.
There's fight, yeah.
Yeah. So
See, the scriptures say, well, I'll get it.
yeah, man, that's crazy. I mean, fear is gonna be out here on a high level, but you're gonna have people that are gonna be so afraid they're still, but at the same time, still gonna be fighting because the Lord has a spirit on them to do so, to fulfill that prophecy.
Somebody gotta be that dust.
Someone gotta fulfill that. You know.
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 1, verse 14. The great day of the Lord is near. It is near and hastens quickly.
That great day of the Lord that Zephaniah talking about is that day that Ezra was expounding on, man. And he said he was so afraid. When he came out of that trance, he was afraid, man. Because imagine that. He living all the way back in the ancient times. He seen all this, you know, the jets and then the chariots coming and zapping people, beating them to powder. So he came out of that trance afraid, man.
Says, even the voice of the day of the Lord, the mighty men shall cry there bitterly.
God, the mighty men, the army strong, all right, your Marines, your berets, all right, the special ops,
Navy,
spec
yeah.
ops. All right, all them tough guys, the Navy SEAls.
Yep.
They gonna be sore afraid, and what they say, they gonna cry there bitterly, man. All right. So how much more you everyday cucks out here, man? You gonna be shitting your pants, crying, begging for your mother to come. All right.
Hey, well, some of them they're gonna be so prideful and think that in their mind that they're really strong and they can outlast this. We can get through this, honey. Just trust me. Them guys are gonna go through all the misery. See, like when we heard in that description, the guy did video.
Oh yeah.
And he's gonna see his kids die.
Yeah.
He's gonna see his daughter disappear. He's gonna see his wife go nuts.
Yeah.
And then guess what? At the end, he's gonna shoot himself, man. And not even in that day.
Well, she
man,
killed herself, right? She killed the baby in there herself.
No, dudes came around him and a straight
Oh,
bullet.
that's right. Yeah, that's right.
That's
right.
But in that day, these men are gonna be so mortified at what happened and everything that's been happening that they've been trying to endure that they're gonna snap and try to kill themselves. But the Lord said that in that day, men shall not find death.
Yeah, they're gonna keep them alive. You're gonna sit there bleeding out, but you're still gonna be alive. And you're gonna have to feel the missiles when they drop on your ass. Hey man, the day of the Lord is gonna be a fearful day. So we're talking about what you call UFOs or aliens or whatever the case is, but that's gonna be the actual angels of God that's gonna come down here and they're gonna destroy all you Edomites. All you Edomites and 2/3 of our own people, okay? And all these other nations as well too. Alright? That's a scary thing to think about. That's not funny. Okay, we laugh and we joke about it, but honestly that's coming. That's something that's written in the Bible as a prophecy that's going to happen on the earth. And you're gonna have to deal with it. Okay?
That was it on that?
Yeah, I mean I can keep on that, but it's gonna...
Alright, so we're going to the book of Zechariah, chapter 5, we'll start at verse 1. It says, Then I turned and lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll.
All right, so Zechariah looked up and he saw a flying roll, all right? It wasn't a butterball biscuit, all right? A buttermilk biscuit. That's not what this Bible's talking about. He said he saw a flying roll. That's what you ignorantly call UFOs, man. They call them flying saucerers, right? But this is what the Bible's speaking about. Go ahead.
And he said unto me, What seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits.
So he gave the detail of how big it was.
So basically, it's like probably about the size of a bus or something, a city bus or something like that. Okay, and so it said the flying roll, which I think it translates to scroll. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it translates to scroll, which means that it would be cigar shaped. Okay, like cylindrical.
Yeah, exactly.
And
that's what you see when you see the lights, man. You don't see a damn, well, yeah, now you can say pancake, yeah.
You see those too. You see them all different flavors, man. Yeah, the Most High got all different kind of chariots out there. Triangles, okay. Diamonds.
Because usually you just see the lights. That's not the actual
Right.
chariot though. It could be, but most of the time you just see the lights. You'll see, like brother said, the triangle. It'll be like 3 lights. And that's one chariot.
Only Esau has the pleasure of seeing them in their full glory sometimes, because the Lord likes to terrorize Esau with them things, man.
Spook him out.
Yeah, he does, man. They see him in their full glory, bro. Verse 3. Then said he unto me, This is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth.
Hey, that's the point, man. This is the curse, man. These so-called UFOs. All right, people be like, people go down to Peru in hopes to see something. They go to Lima, Peru to hopefully see some so-called UFOs.
Yep.
Well, guess what? The Bible said this is the curse that goes over the whole earth, man. Because what? It's going to be killing a lot of people, man. These so-called UFOs, which are the chariots of the Lord, it's going to kill a lot of you people, man.
That's right.
You're going to get zapped up with these laser beams. All right? And this is in the Bible, man. This is what the Bible said. It's not what we saw in a movie or something, or how we felt this morning. The Lord said He's gonna bring His chariots. And it's gonna be the curse of the earth, man. All right, the curse that goes over the whole earth is what? In Revelation 1:7, it's the scriptures say when the Lord returns, every eye shall see Him, man. He coming with His hosts. And we brother read it. His chariots are what's it say? Thousands and thousands,
There are
tens of thousands,
20,000s, even thousands of angels.
That's right, man. So it's gonna be an abundance of angels in them chariots around the earth.
For every one that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side according to it.
That's right, man. So everybody that's stealing, which is the so-called white man, is the #1 thief on the planet. All right, 2/3 of our people. All right, all these people are gonna be cut off from face of the earth, man. And then they're gonna have to come back in the kingdom, in their lot. Whether it be they Israelite, they come back in the kingdom. They're heathen, they're gonna come back into slavery. But they're gonna be cut off through this curse of the earth, and that's if the Lord wants them to do, because they can go out by famine. All right, they can go out by somebody beating you to death.
Yep.
They can go out by the nuclear missiles. All right, the Lord got a lot in his trick bag that he's gonna bring out in these last days.
Hey, and just a quick note on the missiles. I don't know if you brothers have ever seen the movie Indiana Jones, the Crystal Skull one, the last one that came out.
I've never seen it.
Well, there's a scene in there of him being in a nuclear test bomb site where they're about to drop a missile and the motherfucker's caught in the town where they're about to drop it.
He's in the fridge and shit.
Well, he gets in the fridge and then they show as soon as the bomb hits.
Oh, I see the scene though. I see the scene. Yeah.
There's a huge flash, and immediately you can see stuff outside start to bubble and fry up, man. So that's how it's gonna be for you people, man. You're gonna see the flash, and immediately you're gonna start to feel your skin boil. All right, the scriptures talk about all the different types of things that are gonna happen to you with the nukes, man. So it's gonna be, if you get caught with the nuke, that's the ultimate death right there, man.
That's the end game.
Nukes.
And we hyped about this, bro. We're not. You know, we have fear. We have a healthy fear of the Lord, but we're really hyped about the last days. Reading on, it says, "And everyone that sweareth shall be cut off as on that side according to it. I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts."
The Lord's gonna bring it forth, man. He said he's gonna bring it forth. All right, them chariots are coming. No matter what you do, how you feel, or what space program you set up. All right, it don't matter. The Lord's coming with his band of angels, man, and they coming for vengeance. Go ahead.
It says, "And it shall enter into the house of the thief,
Yep.
and into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name."
Yeah, it's the so-called white man, man. He claims that the Bible is the land of the book of the land. He swears falsely on the Most High. Yeah. So he's gonna enter into the house of the thief, man. Because the ultimate destruction is gonna be here in America.
That's right.
All right. According to the Holy Scriptures, ultimate destruction is gonna take place here in America. All right. The great deliverance is gonna be here in America. All right. Great death and destruction is coming to America. Go ahead.
So it says the Bible. All right.
"And it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof."
That's right, man. So everything's gonna be because how do they build houses with stones, concrete, timber, wood? All right, all this is gonna be destroyed, man. Because get Isaiah 66 real quick, 15. All right, because when the Lord comes, he's coming to utterly destroy everything. His chariots are bringing fire, which we read, that intense concentrated fire, what they call laser beams. The nuclear weapons is going to be burning people up. All right, just utterly destroying everything. All right, the besom of destruction is going to utterly sweep this place, man. All right, nothing's, no building, no tree, nothing's going to be left here in America when the Lord returns.
That's right.
All right, and that's thus saith the Lord. You got it?
This is Isaiah 66 and 15. "For behold, the Lord will come with a fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind."
So the Lord said he coming with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind. Man, that fire is going to be these nuclear missiles. The chariots we already explained, right, like a whirlwind. Go ahead.
"Render his anger with fury."
To render his anger with fury, man. So the Lord is angry. How's he going to render his anger with fury? All right? The Lord's utterly going to destroy this place because he has anger. All right? He's furious. His heart is full of vengeance. Go ahead.
"And his rebuke with flames of fire."
Rebuke. How's the Lord going to rebuke you if you don't want to accept it now? With flames of fire, man. Burn you up.
Fucking shit.
Burn your eyes in their holes, your tongues in your mouth, your skin as you stand upon your feet. All right, burning while you live. All right, that's the worst way to go, man. You think drowning is the worst way to die? You're gonna find out the opposite, man. Go ahead.
"For by fire, by his sword, will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slaying of the Lord shall be many."
So the Lord said, with fire and his sword will he plead with all flesh. The slaying of the Lord shall be many. All right. So what is this about? God loves everybody. He's coming back to give hugs and kisses. It just said the slain of the Lord shall be many. Does that sound like a God that loves everybody? Wants us to come and sing kumbayas, all right, and everybody just stand in a circle, hugging each other? No, the Lord said the slain of the Lord shall be many. All right, the Lord is coming back to kill the majority of the people on this planet.
And his chariots too.
And his chariots.
Yeah, he's gonna come with his in his chariots like a whirlwind to destroy the earth, or those that dwell within the earth.
His death angels, all right, the chariots, the nukes, all right, his men, all that is going to be counted for the Lord, man. All right, because the Lord is the one that killeth. The Lord is the one that maketh alive. All right, so when you see a dead baby get hit by a baby get hit by a bus, guess what? The Lord did it. All right, when your grandma has a heart attack and croaks, the Lord did it.
Hallelujah.
All right, the Lord's with death and destruction.
I got a quick precept. This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 8 and verse 1. And he answered me, saying, the Most High hath made this world for many, but the world to come for few.
So those many, it said the slain of the Lord shall be many. Well, the many that are for this world is going to be the same that is going to be destroyed, man. And the world to come, first and foremost, Yahweh Shai and his elect. All right, Lord's will we be part of that number. That's what the world to come is for, man. Go ahead.
Verse 3, there be many created, but few shall be saved.
God, there's many people created on this earth. There's what, billions of people. But what? There's very few, a small number compared to the people created that is going to be saved, man. That's why I said the world to come is for few. Because the Lord ain't for everybody, contrary to popular belief. All right, contrary to the great white lie. All right, the Lord is coming to destroy the majority of the people. He don't want to save you. What is he going to save you for? You're wicked. You do nothing but commit abominations, eat abominations, transgress his law, statutes, commandments, come up against his prophets, come up against the apple of his eye, which is the whole nation of Israel. And even 2/3 of the apple of his eye is going to get it, man. Yeah. So how much more are you heathens? All right? All right. Because this world is created for all you heathens and the 2/3, man. Yep. So you're supposed to be living it up. You're not supposed to be a bum. You're not supposed to be living paycheck to paycheck, right? You can thank your daddy Esau for that. The man that's the most selfish person ever created. All right, he's all about his own, and it shows because his own damn people are digging out of trash cans in here in 2019.
Yep. So first 10.
Yep.
I got something here. The Acts of the Apostles, Book of Acts, chapter 1. I'll start at verse 8. The point is in 11. This is Yahweh Shai speaking right here. But ye shall receive power after that of the Holy Spirit is come upon you. And ye shall be witness unto me both in Jerusalem and in all Judea and in Samaria and unto the uttermost parts of the earth.
So the uttermost parts of the earth, talking about here in America and throughout the rest of the four corners of the earth, man. Because they weren't, in the time of Acts, they weren't preaching the word in America, man. Right? They weren't in New York, they weren't in Tampa. Go ahead.
Verse 9. And when he spoke in these things, while they beheld, he was taken up.
So he was taken up. Now you gotta ask yourself, what could possibly have taken him up? Well, it's gonna explain it to you in a parabolic form. Go ahead.
He was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight.
So the Messiah, the one you're in called Jesus Christ, was taken up into a cloud and was received out of sight. What was that? It was called, as they call it, an alien abduction, all right? An alien abduction. He went up into a so-called UFO, a chariot, all right? The cloud is talking about a chariot, man. He was taken up into the chariot.
Verse 10.
And they all beheld it. There was witnesses, all right?
Verse 10. And while they looked steadfastly towards heaven as he went up.
So they saw him as he went up. It didn't just like teleport him up. They saw him go up. And that's how our enemies is going to see us go up too. Go ahead.
Behold, 2 men stood by them in white apparel.
2 angels. Go ahead.
Which also said, Ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing up into heaven? This same Yahweh Shai, which is taken up from you in like manner as ye have seen him. A slug. I think I read that wrong. This same Yahweh Shai, which is taken up from you into heaven, shall so come in like manner as ye have seen him go into heaven.
So the same way Yahweh Shai left is the same way he's coming back. He left on a chariot, and he gonna return on chariots, man. Get Revelation 1:7. It tells you how he comes back. It told you that the angel said that the same way he left is the same way that he gonna come back. Okay, and then in Revelation it tells you how he's coming back.
This is Revelation chapter 1, verse 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds.
Behold, he cometh with clouds. And how did he leave? He left in a cloud. He was called up into the cloud. All right? And then the angel said the same way he left, the same way he coming back. Right?
And every eye shall see him.
And every eye shall see him. So everyone on the planet Earth is going to see when the Lord returns. All right? First and foremost, he's going to be on that fathership. That's going to be as the size of a mountain. You're not going to see the end of it. You don't know where it's going to start. You don't know where it's going to end. But also, he's coming with his hosts, man, that are also going to be in chariots. Go ahead.
And they that also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so amen.
That's right, man. So everyone's going to see him. Even those that pierce him, which prove reincarnation. All right? And everybody's going to wail when they see him, man. Just like the what Ezra's described, even Ezra was scared when he seen that vision. All right, so everybody that when they see, because what they show these movies, you know, like Independence Day, there's people on the roofs with signs saying, well, I forgot what we come in peace, or whatever, man. There ain't gonna be none of that in that day, man.
Take me up with some shit. Yeah.
The Lord, when He comes, people are gonna be in great fear, you know. Just because when you see a chariot, because it's not gonna be no more lights in the sky, you know, a little orb in the sky. They're gonna show their true glory, man. Like I think it's in Matthew 25. It says that He's gonna. Let me get it real quick.
The tough guys will cry.
Yeah, exactly. Like brother read earlier, the mighty men shall cry there bitterly. Go ahead and speak. Let me explain it.
Yeah, man. Because, hey, man, we're talking about a time that's about to change. I think the brother just read in Revelation chapter 1, verse 7. Every eye is gonna see it. Okay, so it's even those that pierced them. So that also proves reincarnation. Okay, because those same Romans they're here on the earth today. They're gonna feel the wrath of Yahweh Shai. Okay, when Yahweh Shai comes back, he's not gonna be in no kind spirit. He's gonna be in the spirit of destruction. All right, because of what? Of all these heathen out there that completely destroyed our nation. Okay, what they did unto him. It's gonna be a scary time to be alive on this earth, especially if you were Edomite. If you're a so-called white man in that time, all right, it's gonna be a horrifying time to be alive. Okay, you got it?
Yeah. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 30. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory.
Right, that's gonna be the time when Yahweh Shai comes back with the host of heaven.